The Too Rich to Miss podcast.
What the deal, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Too Rich to Miss Unscripted. On today's show, we are going to be talking about a variety of wonderful things. We're going to start off, obviously, looking at the markets. We are going to be looking at and talking about DeFi. We are going to be talking about a new cryptocurrency millionaire, Mr. Rapper 50 Cent, and why that's important. And we're going to be talking about Ethereum. And we may touch on this news from Cardano as well. All right, we got an action-packed show for you today, and the theme of today's show is buy low, sell high. But how do you know when to do it? Let's talk about it.
The Too Rich to Miss podcast.
All right, welcome to Too Rich to Miss Unscripted, your number one show for cryptocurrency news for us older people, and the best and hottest voice in cryptocurrency, your southern urban voice, Mr. Too Rich himself, speaking to you live and direct, coming to you off of the East Coast here. So let's go and get right into it and going to get it popping here. Thank you so much to all of my followers here that are following me here on YouTube, and to my subscribers on YouTube, and to my followers on Twitter. We can't get it together this morning, can we? All right, it's kind of like the economy and everything else that's going on as well. Just can't get it together. Now, as always, definitely follow me. All of the articles that we'll be talking about today, you will be able to see them on my Twitter feed at TooRich2Miss on Twitter. And you can also be sure to check me out on Instagram at TooRich2Miss on Instagram as well. And in the event that you want to hire this great, magnificent voice that you hear right now to do your podcast or to speak and host your live show or your virtual show, depending on how it's going right now, right? I am your southern urban voice, and you can definitely go to my website, www.richardhawks2.com, and you can book me there directly. I am available for your podcast intros and outros. I am available for your documentaries. I am available for your commercials. I am available for your YouTube channel. I am available for any and every little project you may have going on. I am available for anything that requires a nice, great, sultry voice, and I can get the job done for you. If you are on a serious extreme budget, you can always find me over there on Fiverr, Richard Hawks 2. And we also are editing podcasts as well. So just in case you're extremely busy and you don't have time to edit your podcast, I can take care of that for you as well. So just shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message. I'm available everywhere. I'm on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere that social media is available. I am probably already there. All right, I even got a profile on TikTok. Don't DM me on TikTok. I'm not over there that much. All right, but let's go and hop right into it. Looking at the markets today. Oh my God, look at that beautiful, gorgeous red colors all over the map with spots of green. Isn't that amazing? It's wonderful, isn't it? You know the way I feel about it here. We're talking about buy low, sell high. And how do you recognize when to do it? I'm going to give you a hint. When you look at the heat map and it looks like this is a good time to, this may possibly be that time to think about buying. Because, when we think about everything that's going on right now, I mean, and there's, we could sit here and go through a whole nother video on all of the many things that's going on in the economy from the macro perspective that makes all of this just so wonderful from a long-time play if you really take the time to understand what's going on and you really looking at everything from all sides. I mean, irregardless of what people may or may not say, it really doesn't matter who wins, who is in office. What I'm saying right now is all of this volatility that's going around surrounding all of the nonsense and the entertainment that's going on in the White House and surrounding all that elections, that just causes uncertainty in the market. What does uncertainty in the market mean? It means you get more red days just because the market doesn't know what to do. And and granted, I do think that the stock market is going to have a crash. And that's a whole nother video about that. I mean, it's inflated and it's propped up. So once the Fed stops feeding the beast, the market is going to fall apart. But that's a topic for another video. This is why we talk about cryptocurrencies over here. Not that you can't make money over there, but we talking crypto right now. And Bitcoin is the best performing asset still over the last 10 years. But anyway, we're going to be going through and looking at the market. Days like today, it's red all around. And quite frankly, when it's red all around, it's the time to buy. When it's red all around, it's time to go out here, do your DYOR, do your own research, dig through these projects, and pick up the ones that are really good. And you know me, yes, I am a maximalist, but in addition to being a maximalist, I want you to keep in mind of something else. Ethereum-based wallet. Ethereum hash rate. Ethereum-based wallet. That, by the way, and we're just going to get into this because this kind of gets along into my point that I'm making here. Ethereum-based wallet MetaMask adds token swaps to its features. That's not the part I want to bring to your attention. The part that I want to bring to your attention. See, when you're looking at this stuff, and you're looking at this from an investment perspective, and you're looking at this as what are the safer bets, this wallet has over 1 million users. This wallet, which is MetaMask, right? Which we all know what MetaMask. If you don't know, my older crowd, my 35 to 45 crowd that has not yet dove into cryptocurrency just yet, you may not know what MetaMask is. MetaMask is a hot wallet. Now, what is a hot wallet? A hot wallet is a wallet that is connected to the internet, and it could be either on your device or it could be on your computer. MetaMask, in this particular example that we're talking about, it's a browser. You can have it as a browser extension, which is where I typically have mine. And there's other hot wallets as well, like Trust Wallet and such. But with MetaMask is one of the most popular, and it really is. It's pretty simple to use as well. There's tons of videos out here about it. I may do one as well, just so to give you guys some instruction about it. But it is really one of the easiest things to use from my older crowd. If you take your time and just pay attention, it's fine. Now, but here's the point. MetaMask, which is owned by Consensus and is arguably the most popular Ethereum wallet. This wallet is built on top of Ethereum. Almost a big chunk of the DeFi ecosystem is built on top of Ethereum, whose hash rate just hit a new all-time high amid DeFi growth. Now, why am I constantly saying Ethereum? Because when we're looking at these times right now, Ethereum is wrapped up and woven into a really large portion of what's going on out here in the cryptocurrency space. And it's only $341.08 per coin right now, based on, at the time of the recording of this video. Now, granted, I understand that that there's a lot of ways to look at what makes a coin valuable, and I understand that the traders, the people in the trading world, And depending on who you're talking to, they may say that the price of the coin doesn't totally give you the true value of the project or the coin. I understand where they're going with all of that as well, but we're not going to be too technical over here with all of that. And I want to really just get to the basics and make it easy to understand. So to all of my really, really super, super smart people, I hear you. I'm just kind of going with a real simple analogy here, so that my audience that hasn't come all the way along into that expertise won't get too confused. So the short and simple answer to it in English: Ethereum is underpriced. Why is that? Ethereum is woven into almost everything that's going on right now. When we go through and do these trades on Uniswap, you have to pay gas, or you have to pay GWEI, which is the gas. And what is GWEI? GWEI, essentially, the simple term, it's the network fee that you got. It's just a network fee, and when the network gets congested, the fees go up. It's just one of those things that hadn't been quite balanced out just yet. That's the whole point of Ethereum 2.0, and that's the whole point of Cardano that we'll be kind of touching on here later on. It's about recognizing opportunity. Ethereum is woven into so many things, and this market hasn't even really grown up just yet. So when we're looking at things from a long-term perspective, what I challenge you to do is DYOR on Ethereum. Just because I think it's underpriced and just because I think that it could go up does not mean anything at all. What do you believe? And how does it fit into your situation and what you're trying to do and where you're trying to take your wealth to in the future? And what are your goals? What are your financial goals? What are you trying to get out of crypto? What do you want to get out of this market? Let's say the bull run does kick in, and you get in at the right time. Let's say you got in right now when Bitcoin does go to 100,000 per coin. What are you going to do? What's your goal? What if Ethereum does go back up to $1,400 per coin where it was? What are you going to do? How are you going to play that? How's that going to work out for you? As far as how's it going to benefit you? And I'm saying that just so you can, these are real simple questions. Just have to sit and think about it and ask yourself. But I said that to say, when you're looking through these things, days like the day when the market is in the red, this is what buying low is. You're going through all of these red projects, and you're seeing which ones are worth it and which ones are not. So, and just as an example here, and when we're talking about these things, DeFi Pulse. DeFi total value locked in DeFi still right at around 10.18 billion. Slid down a little bit, but still growing in the right direction. And once again, as I said, be careful over there in DeFi, in the DeFi space, because if you don't, just be careful over there. But speaking from the investment perspective, and just from the goal perspective, this market has a lot of potential. And you just have to take the time to really see what your goals are and do your research and find these good projects. Especially right now, we are the more uncertainty that there is, the more red days that they're going to be. Things are going down, and it's okay. The market goes down and then it comes up. It's just how it is. It happens, and it's okay. It's just how it works. The way you buy low and sell high, when the market is red, that is when the buying low time is. All right. And now once we kick into January, now 2021, quarter one, quarter two, I think we're going to start to really see something good. And everybody who did not take advantage of this dip that we're going to be going through the rest of quarter three, quarter that we're going through in the rest of quarter four. Excuse me, we're coming out of quarter three, going into quarter four. As we go through this fourth quarter, the markets are going to be something, and these are the best times to go through and dig in. Now, here's the reason why I want to talk about some of this other stuff. Let's go through and talk about Murder Beats. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because he bought Bitcoin. And the only reason why that's important is because the more people like him buy Bitcoin, and this guy is huge in the music scene. My people in the that's in my 35 to 45 crowd might not know who this guy is, but my people in the 34 and under crowd, my 34 to 25 crowd, they know exactly who this guy is, especially the ones in the 20s. So the more people like this dive into Bitcoin, that is going to cause the younger generation to really dig in, and it's going to really help with the mass adoption that we need. Now, let's go through and talk about this right here for a second. 50. Now, this is another, and really the only whole point of this is to talk about buying low and selling high. The most important part of this is really, and I'll just summarize it for you because it's really just in a couple paragraphs. I'll tell you what he did. He's a Bitcoin millionaire. Why is that? Well, back in 2014, he accepted Bitcoin for an album he released, or for something that he did and released back then, right? So, Bitcoin back then was worth about $662 per coin. Yeah. So he got about I kind of had to stop and chuckle at this because it was $662 per coin then. He had about 700 Bitcoin, and this is in a report now. So we're speculating here to a certain degree, but let's just say he got 700 Bitcoin, right? 700 Bitcoin then, almost $8 million right about now. So his Bitcoin that he accepted then has made him a millionaire now. Now that was in 2014. Now, who of us would love to be able to go back into 2014 and buy some Bitcoin, knowing what it's going to be right now, knowing what it is right now? Obviously, hindsight is always 20/20. But the only reason why I bring this up is because we are at the point right now where when we come over here and we see all this red in the market, and there's still all of this potential that's floating around over here. Let's go over here and talk about Ethereum for a minute. Which is one of my long-term holds. And reason being is because of all of the all of the things that's built on top of it. I mean, it's at this particular point, it's undeniable. Until something changes, then, of course, I'll change. But this is always a good thing to see. Ethereum hash rate hits an all-time high amid DeFi growth. Now, the only bad thing about this, to be quite honest with you, is the gas fees and the GUI. The gas fees the gas fees are just they can be really astronomical right about now, and it's definitely something you have to kind of keep in mind. Whenever you're doing any trades, whenever you're making any buys, especially if you're going through buying stuff over on Uniswap, which, depends on what you're into and what you want to do, and what your risk tolerance is. But, me personally, unless it's a really great buy on a project that I'm digging into, I really try to avoid paying as many fees as possible, to be quite honest with you. And that is the reason why you got other chains like Cardano with doing all of the upgrades that they're doing, and some other chains as well. But I own Cardano as well, so obviously I want Cardano to do well. But with these particular coins, you really have to take the time to do your own research and really look into what they got going on. But Ethereum, with all that it's doing, it's definitely strained, and it's opened up the market for other chains like Polkadot and Cardano as well. I own Polkadot too. So, and once again, not investment advice, but you have to really look at how this whole infrastructure is working and look at what's going on and where the needs are and see who's fulfilling these needs, and then go through and pick up these projects accordingly, especially at the times that we're in right now. Fourth quarter right now, with all of this election stuff going on, is just a bunch of entertainment. But anyway, with all this stuff going on, it's going to cause so much uncertainty in the market that everything, including great projects, more than likely are going to be down. So take your time, really look around. Dollar cost average, as I say over here, DCA is the way. Time in the market always beats timing the market. So, in the midst of all of that, and in the midst of making this video a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and my apologies for the little glitch there around the 18 minute mark. The beauty of technology is great when it works, and oh my God, when it doesn't, it's something else, isn't it? So, on that note, buy low, sell high. The times when you don't want to be one of these people that are regretful and looking back saying, man, I remember when that was $10,600, and after it goes up to $70,000, $80,000, for example, you want to be not necessarily murdered, but you want to be him too. You want to be like 50 Cent was in 2014. Except I want you to think about what's going to be going on. And here's the real final thought. As you look at this market and you look at the cryptocurrency space overall, what's the space going to look like in 5 to 7 years? And which projects do you think are going to be the ones that's going to hold up? Because all of us older people remember when the internet first started, and we can go through and look this up online. Who remembers Netscape? Netscape. yeah, a lot of our kids wouldn't know what Netscape was if we paid them to fit, or they would Google it. But how about America Online? Everybody's not going to survive, but there are going to be some people who do survive. How about Amazon? Or even more recently, let's look at Tesla. Who would have wanted to catch Tesla when they were at the bottom? Or better yet, right now, wouldn't you want to be 50 Cent in 2014? Getting 700 Bitcoin, worth about $662 at the time. And now they're worth almost 8 million. Buying low, sell high. Hint, hint. When the market is red, that's typically the low time to buy. We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for checking me out. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And to all of the 95% of you that are out there that watch the videos and don't subscribe, shout out to you too. So we will catch you on the next one, and we're going to get you a better video out tomorrow. Peace.
The Too Rich to Miss podcast.